My home is Pietermaritzburg, and that's where I was born and where I was raised. The family I come from, my dad, my mum, they were involved in the church. They served. My brother, my sister. That's how we grew up. I attended youth after I'd finished my schooling. I met Dina and Jesse's dad. He was in the church and I fell in love with him, and then we got married. At the age of 25, I got married. After about 10 years, things started going horribly wrong. Didn't understand what was going on. We decided to come to Johannesburg because we wanted to make it work again. In 2013, we got divorced. I felt guilty. I felt like a failure. It felt like a hurricane. I knew that if I stayed in a hurricane, the calmest point is the eye. So for me, staying in the eye of the storm was just knowing that God was there. Being part of Rhema South and then taking the decision to be involved in volunteering, which I couldn't do prior to the divorce because of all of the guilt and shame that I was feeling because of having failed at trying to keep my marriage together. Volunteering, like I said previously, was just that healing process. And knowing that even though I was statistically a divorcee, that I was still accepted. Bad things happen, but it's not the end of the world. It really isn't the end of the world because God has a plan for our lives. A good plan.
I was serving from 13 years old. I didn't realize how much more God had in store for me. I even met my future wife, Angelique, while serving. We'll be getting married in January, so it's only a few months to go. As a couple, we also serve together in the band, which has been really good for us. Over the last few years, I've seen the band grow from strength to strength. We've really formed such a strong bond as a band. It's one of the strongest that it's ever been. The band is really heading into a direction where there's just so much more in store for us.
I can't imagine my life without serving because it's become an integral part of my life. I got an opportunity to learn lights, and that's actually become one of my biggest passions. So I can sit and do lights any time of the day, any day of the week, for however long I need to. I love it. I wouldn't have got an opportunity to do that anywhere else because it's generally a skilled field, and I was taught how to do it here. And now I'm starting to realize that there's more to this. There's more to God. There's more to the favor that He has for my life. From the altar call at the end of the service, Pastor Don speaks about a relationship with God. So the cross being a relationship. We go to church, we try to build a relationship with God, which is the vertical pillar of the cross. We serve, which is the horizontal pillar of the cross, right? And it's the relationship between members of the congregation, friendships, all of that. And we need that. So us serving gives us the opportunity for other people to strengthen their vertical pillar, and in return, our pillar with God, the vertical pillar, our connection with God strengthens. And it helps us grow, us giving more into the kingdom, more into people's lives. That helps us strengthen our life with God. Giving into the kingdom is more than just finances, right? So it's also the time that you give when you're serving. Our closest friends are all in church, and it's been that way since we started serving. Our mentors are in church. I see Pastor Donovan as a fatherly figure in my life. He's given me advice.
The future looks so bright for my family, for the church, for where God is taking us. And as a family, we are able to just be in agreement. We are able to pray together again. I'm really blessed to be the mother of these two boys and to be able to do life with them, because I don't think you could want anything more than boys like these. No, really, they're a testimony to me, just in the way that they handle themselves as young men and the way that they give themselves to the work of God. It's just so beautiful to be part of what God is doing in this place.